I gotta make some adjustments here. Everything's out of order. The little sniffing tears, driving seat, sniffing tears. I'll put that in the description box. So you can get a good, I would say, get a good look at that video. That's a nice video right there. We gotta tighten this up. This is gonna be long and hard. Because I do have time for this shit today. Normally I don't, but today I do. And I got a lot to say, and hopefully my data on this phone can keep up with the pace. Because every time I go long and hard on my videos, the camera turns off on me. I think it's my guardian angels telling me I'm getting out of control. We're gonna cut you short. It's like the disgraceful. What's that? The Oscars, the disgrace that is. The reenactment. People still believe in that Will Smith shit is real. It's fake. It's a reenactment. Right? Anyway. Here, I'm going to get to Eagle Talk later on in the video, but first I have business. I got political business to talk about because the liberal Democrats, all right, they had a lot to say a couple of years ago on Facebook, but they're all hiding now. All of them, they're all hiding. They have nothing to say because the gas prices are going through the roof, and there's two people that cannot complain about the gas prices. One would be the liberal Democrats. You can't complain about the gas prices, all right? And as far as Alpha 3 is concerned, you owe me $3.10 per gallon, all right? And make that reoccurring payments monthly. You owe me. You owe Alpha 3 and every other person that told you so. The other people that can't complain about gas prices are these morons that let their car idle. Stop letting your car idle. All right? If you're going to let your car idle, I don't want to hear you complaining about gas prices. But I feel like Florida's ghosting me. All right, watch my previous video. I made an offer to Florida. All right, now I think Florida's they're either still thinking about it, all right, or they're ghosting me, and I don't like it. All right, I would suggest you answer back to me, the state of Florida. All right, I made a deal with them. I offer them our tyrant fascist Governor Murphy. All right, I offered him and everything north of Trenton and north. All right, you can have all that. That includes Sandy Hook, or you can have Sandy Hook. All right, but I would suggest once you get Sandy Hook, don't put it anywhere near Disney World. All right, don't do it. All right, there's enough perverts in Disney World. We don't need naked grown people from Sandy Hook walking around the beaches of Disney World or Disney, whatever you call it down there in Florida. All right, the other thing you get, all right, Florida in this deal is you get the Jersey Shore clowns. All right, the clowns from the Jersey Shore, you can have all of them. You get East Rutherford, the Oranges, Newark, and that includes the sports team too. You can have the New Jersey Devils. You can have the East Rutherford Giants and the New Jersey Jets. You can have all those trashy ass teams because we don't need them down here south of Trenton. Okay? So you can have all that, and you can lump them in. You can put them in. I know there's limited space down there in Florida. All right, but you can put them in Tallahassee. They could be the Tallahassee Giants. All right, and the Florida Jets. All right, they'll play out. They come because they don't have a real stadium there. They have to share their stadium, so you can just stick them in a Tallahassee stadium. All right, you stick them down there and they'll play, and they'll be out of your way because those are two garbage teams. They'll be out of your way. They're no threat to the other three garbage teams that's down there in Florida. All right, so you don't have to worry about that. So you can have all those sports teams. All right, you can have the Devils, you can have the Giants, and you can have the Jets. All right, and the other thing you can have. All right, think about this. You can have now. The one thing you can't have is the Statue of Liberty. All right, you can't have the Statue of Liberty because that belongs to New York. All right, and I'm not including New York in this deal. But what I will offer you is everything in Harrisburg and west of Harrisburg. I'll throw that in the deal too, because Governor Wolf's another clown. All right, so you can have Governor Wolf, you can have Governor Murphy, everything north of Trenton to include the Capitol and all the sports team. And you can have everything west. Everything west. All right, I got somebody trying to call me right now. It looks like 973-676-1000, whatever that number that is. They're interrupting me. It must be Florida calling because I don't recognize the 973 area code. So Florida must be calling. They must know that this deal's going down. But you can have everything west. You can have everything west of Harrisburg. That includes all the sports teams as well. You can have the Stillers. All right. You can have all the mountains, the Poconos, the Appalachian Mountains. So you can go skiing. You can have all that garbage. All right. You can have the Pittsburgh Pirates, and you can have the Pittsburgh Penguins. We don't need any of those teams either. And you could stick them. It doesn't matter. Alpha 3 doesn't care where you stick them. All right. Now, the other thing you can have, all right, you can have the crossing of the Delaware River with the up there by Fort, what's that? Valley Forge. All right, you can have Valley Forge too. All right, because the people in this area don't really care about the history that's involved in Valley Forge. All right, so you can have all that, but you can't have Villanova. We have to keep Villanova here. All right, so that's a good deal. The other thing you can have is that I offered you is Camden. All right, you can have Camden too. Camden is improving, but you can still have Camden, but you can't have the Philadelphia 76ers training facility. All right, because that wouldn't make sense. The Sixers would have to fly down to Florida to practice every day. That's just stupid. So you can't have them, and you can't have the Battleship New Jersey. All right, that belongs to New Jersey. The other thing you can't have is the Ben Franklin Bridge. All right, because if you get rid of, how are we going to cross into Philadelphia? The people from South Jersey, how are we going to cross over there if you get rid of I know the Betsy Ross is right there, the Walt Whitman Bridge, but it doesn't make sense. All right, we'll just extend the bridge out. All right, for the missing piece that Camden is into like Cherry Hill. That's what we'll do. All right, but we need the Ben Franklin Bridge. All right, so you can have all that trash. All right, and all we want your governor. We want Governor DeSantis. All right. And we want the sheriff from Polk County. That's what you could have all the rest of that stuff, but we want those two things. That's a great deal. Now, if you decide that you're going to decline my generous offer, Alpha 3's generous offer, because I'm bookering this deal, I'm going to have to send the Brainiac down there, the Mega Mind down there. And then he's going to get the deal done, because we always go down. The Philadelphia Eagles always go down there and take all your good stuff, right? Like we did your running back that one time. You thought you were punching him. Jay Ajayi, when we took Jay Ajayi, right? And we'll do it again, all right? So you either take Alpha 3's deal, or I'm sending the Mega Mind down there. And not only is he going to seal the deal, but he's also going to get your oranges. All right, he's going to get all your oranges, and by the way, right, we'll switch our orange for your orange, but we'll get all the oranges, and we'll get that big ass lake in the middle of Florida. All right, so if you want to, that's what's going to happen. The Mega Mind will come down there and seal the deal, and we'll put that lake into the missing we'll put it into the missing part of North Jersey, because we're going to need something to give us a buffer between South Jersey and New York. All right. So let's make that happen, because Governor Murphy, he is a tyrant. All right. And I'm sure, because people in North Jersey, they're pushovers. This is what I propose. I propose whoever voted for Biden and Murphy, they're not allowed to vote in the next election, because something's wrong with their brain. They don't have critical thinking. They can't sit down and see things objectively and vote accordingly. So since you made such a bad decision, such your decision making so bad and off, you can't vote in the next election. All right, that's what I propose. I'm going to run it through the Senate. I'm going to run it through the New Jersey Supreme Court and see if that's constitutional. Right? I mean, but he is a tyrant. He is a fascist. He's trying to, you can't have it both ways. I said it before. You can't my body, my choice as it pertains to abortion, and start trying to make inoculations mandatory. And then if they don't comply to your order, you fire them and you take their livelihood away from them. That's the definition of fascism, communism, and being a tyrant. All right. And you can't get rid of trash bags, not trash bags, but you can't get rid of shopping bags, plastic bags, and then have whole shopping centers full of bottled water and plastic. Because as we know, if you've been doing your homework, if you're talking about health-wise, excuse me, when you drink bottled water, the plastic seeps into the water. So you can't have whole shopping centers full of plastic water, syrup, and everything else in plastic, and then get rid of our plastic bags. It's stupid. Anyway, you can't pick and choose what the battles you're going to fight. All right, fascist, communist, socialist, dictator, tyrant, Governor Murphy. All right. Florida, you got 24 hours. I'll give you 48 hours to give Alpha 3 a call and seal the deal before I send Megamind down there, and we'll take all your draft choices. Megamind will come back with all the draft choices, your oranges, that big ass lake, your governor, and we'll take Polk County Sheriff. Anyway, let's get to Eagle talk. I'm starting to see on TV now, I'm glad that all the ESPN and Fox commentators, sports Fox commentators, and everybody on the radio listens to Alpha 3 when he makes a video, because now all of a sudden the Eagles are favored. They got the second best, according to them, they got the second best off-season moves. They're a favorite. They're going to make a run for the Super Bowl, and I've been saying this forever. I've already been saying it. Go back a couple videos. I've been saying this Eagles are going straight to the Super Bowl this year. All right? So it pleases old Alpha 3 to know that all the sports, all the so-called experts on ESPN and all their talk shows like Stephen A. Smith and all those clowns, they listen in on my commentary as it pertains to the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, the Philadelphia Eagles, and so they can get the inside scoop on what's going on. The other thing that makes me laugh is the Arlington Cowboys fans, as goofy as they. The Arlington Cowboys fans are goofy. All right, so they're goofy. Some of them, not all of them, but the ones that live in this area that understand the reality of the situation, they're coming up to old Alpha 3 and they're like, Alpha 3, we know the Birds are the favorite. We understand that. We're gonna roll over just like East Rutherford Giants. We're gonna roll over and show our underbelly this year. So I'm still waiting for the Maryland Commanders to make that move to Virginia. Actually, the Virginia Commanders sounds better than the Maryland Commanders. Not much better, but a little bit better. But the other thing that needs to go is the U.S. Football League. That thing is terrible. Everything about it's terrible. Nobody goes to watch it. Stop pushing your agenda onto us. Nobody cares about that league. All right, you got the Philadelphia Stars in that league. First of all, the Philadelphia Stars are a Negro baseball league from back in the day before they were integrated. Do your homework before you turn me into the intergalactic police. Do your homework. The Philadelphia Stars were part of the Negro League back in the 1910s, the 1905s, or something like that. All right, before they integrated all of baseball, when baseball was racist. So why are we going to call the Philadelphia Stars? We're going to take that history away. And every other team you got the New Jersey Generals. I mean, I get it. You're trying to do something there, but it's just dumb. Like, all the names don't apply. Like, you got the New Orleans Tide. That's stupid. You got, like, Tampa Bay. It's just, the whole league is terrible. Get rid of it. Anyway. What's up? If you're still with me 15 minutes into it, you have nothing to do. You have nothing to do. All right. But I am sipping on the blueberry wine. If anybody's interested. All right. This is One Nation 21. It's a patriotic wine, blueberry wine down here in South Jersey. Very delicious. Very delicious. What's next? All right. I was watching some football yesterday, and I'm talking about real football. I'm talking about football, F-U-T-B-O-L football, not fake American football, but the original football. And Cristiano Ronaldo, he just flexed all over Switzerland yesterday, so that was nice. Portugal should have won like 5,000 to nothing yesterday. So that's nice to see Cristiano Ronaldo doing his thing. But the U.S. tied Uruguay. Now, it's a disappointment they didn't win because they had plenty of chance to win that game. But they came up short. But a tie to Uruguay, we'll take it. All right, because Uruguay is a strong, strong team on the world level. All right. And that's what the U.S. needs to start doing. They need to play Germany. They need to play France, Italy, Spain, Portugal. This is the teams that we need to play to get ready for the World Cup in November. These are the teams that we need to play. It does us no justice to play Morocco and Nicaragua and all these Guatemala, all these weak teams. All right. We need to play teams that are better than us on paper so that we can improve. All right. But anyway. Florida, get back to me. You better get back to me, Florida. You're going to pay the price. All right. Because I do have connections down there in South Philadelphia. All right. That got me in trouble. The last time I said that, it got me investigated. But it's so funny. The intergalactic police came down and probed my butt cheeks when I said I had connections. They didn't understand the Goodfellas reference. It was just so silly. What's that? The Irishman. They didn't understand all the references. Like I gotta explain to these people the jokes. Alpha 3. If Alpha 3 has to come over here and explain references and jokes to you, that means you need to get your vibrations. You got to get your knowledge up. It's all jokes, but we did get rid of Joe Girardi, which was nice because he did nothing. I think it was a setup. I think New York set us up with sending that garbage to South Philadelphia. But Florida, get back to me, or we will have a sit down. Now I will send my paisans down there because I am. Oh, by the way, I got a tattoo of my mom's coat of arms, the Collazo. If anybody doesn't know, that's Italian. All right, that originated in 4 BC down there in this little town outside of Rome. But I am a Collazo. I do have the Italian blood running through my system. That's where I get all the intensity. That's where I get all the fire from. But. So I will have a sit down with you guys. I will send the paisans down there, down to Florida to get this deal done if we have to. All right, Florida. So get back to Alpha 3. Alpha 3 is out. Send it.